Hello everyone, I'm Light Dijon and today I'm playing Breath of the Wild. This is a critically acclaimed open world slash open era game from 2017. Launch title for Nintendo Switch, an overall all around great game. What else can I say about it? Oh yeah, so it pretty much shook things up when it comes to the Zelda formula, because in order to adapt everything to the open world game, it seems that they had to change quite a few things. I hear people saying that it's not actually a real Zelda game, but in my opinion it is. It's just a different style of Zelda game. It's an evolution of the formula. So I think, what else? I think without any further ado, I'm just going to click new game. I'll let the intro do the talking.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So another thing that I should note too is I'm actually playing the Switch 1 version. So Switch 2 version gets you the 60 frames a second at 4K or whatever it is. I do not have a Switch 2 and I won't have one anytime soon. So, but the Switch 1 version is just as good. 30 frames a second isn't all that bad.
Slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
As I was saying, 30 frames a second works just as well. Especially if you're coming from a Nintendo 64 Zelda title, which is like 25 frames a second or whatever it is, or 24.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, You are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
But yeah, as I was saying, the Switch 1 version works just as well. But if you have the option to play the Switch 2 edition, I definitely do that, because whereas 30 frames a second is good, 60 frames a second is even better. This runs at 900p at 30 frames a second. This intro is iconic. Why am I going on about like frame rate and stuff like that? I have no idea. I'm not actually that picky. Absolutely iconic. Pick up my stick. Wooden branches such as these are pretty common, but it's surprisingly well balanced. It doesn't do much damage, but it can serve as a weapon in a pinch. Yeah, it's good to gather as much resources as possible. You'll be doing a lot of cooking in this game, from raw ingredients to make better things that heal you or do some sort of status or something. Oops, I scared away the beetles, which... Those beetles, I don't remember what they're called, but they do attack up, I believe, if you cook them into an elixir. Oh, Highland Lizard. Or Hightail Lizard. This lizard is found throughout Hyrule. It's a bit slow and to react at times, but given the chance to escape, it'll dart off quickly. Cook it into monster parts for speed boosting elixir. Oops, I just scared away another beetle. Oh, there's a beetle. I can show that real quick if I can catch it. Got it. Yeah, this beetle's razor-sharp horns demand that you handle it with care. Boil the horns alongside monster parts to concoct an elixir that will raise your attack power. Of course, I skipped the other beetle. I didn't think I was going to get it anyway. This game does have a lot of dialogue in it, so I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. I don't exactly do the reading correctly most of the time. Well, not some of the times, but most of the time I do pretty well. And you have the option to take this apple. You'll get some dialogue if you take it. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't go taking whatever you please. My water bottle's in the way of the dialogue on my TV. Oh ho, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. You're gonna hear my chair squeak, but I've got to move this water bottle. There. I tried to make it as painless as possible. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here, alone, for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. And ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Okay, so I think we can actually move on here. There's an axe up here. You can go ahead and grab it. I'm gonna grab it. I missed the lizard, that's okay. I'll go ahead and grab these apples, a common fruit found in all of Hyrule. Eat it fresh or cook it to increase its effect. What else is around here? Sometimes you can find things under rocks. Resources like that. Oh, got it. Yep, hightail lizard. Oh, I just remembered there's actually something over here that you might want. Whee! If I can make it. I did. You found me! Ah, you're not Hetsu. But you can see me? I didn't know your kind can see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hetsu, please return this to him. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of strange places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. That's a Korok seed. They're used as a sort of currency for expanding your inventory later. So you'll want to pick up as many as possible. I don't know how many is on the Great Plateau. I've never went on a quest to get all of the Korok seeds before.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay, so we can actually check the map with the minus button. This is what that tutorial is teaching us. We gotta head there. There's a couple secrets to get along the way. Over here, actually. Well, no, down here. I don't believe I have great weapons. But that's okay because these guys are pretty easy to take out. You can either try to sneak up on them and do a sneak strike, or the tree branch definitely won't get him in one hit, I don't believe. Slowly, 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 and gotcha. Oh, it does get them in one hit. That's cool. Pick up his weapon and his resources. Monster parts are good for elixirs, and they're also good for another thing later. I'll switch to the Boko Bat, or the Boko Club. Boko Bat's something different. So there's another thing that you can do too. Depending upon how he moves, and I just did the wrong move, that's okay. Depending upon how he moves, you could actually do what's called a flurry rush. I'm not doing so well here. I don't have a shield either. Let's see. Nope, I'm doing the wrong thing. I gotta jump to the side. What is with my controller? There we go. Typical gamer blaming his equipment on his bad game playing. Just kidding. Okay, so over here you can get yourself some Hylian trousers. They up your armor rating to 3. From 1 to 3, so you go up by 2. And I better eat. I don't have too much yet. No, that's okay. I'll gather more resources, do some cooking. Hopefully I don't die in that time. So if you go over this way, actually, I need to get my bearings real quick. Yeah, this way. This is the way that I want to go. So I actually have the DLC for Breath of the Wild, so I've got some of the expansion pack bonus items. And one of the items is coming up here, and I want to grab it real quick. I'll show you what it is. Just cross this bridge here. I just realized I don't have the paraglider, so this might be a bit trickier, but I think I might be able to get across here if I run. Okay. I did the wrong button, but that's okay. I was playing on Xbox the other day, and I think I got used to that control scheme. So over this way, I'm going to try to avoid the guardians. There's guardians in this area. I know you could always get the shirt right as you're doing the shrines, but I like to get the shirt right away. Oh wait, I just spoiled it. I'm sorry. It is a shirt though. It's a really cool shirt. You'll see what shirt it is. Up. Usually it's not too easy to avoid this one. But I might be able to do it. Oh, don't fall off the ledge. Yeah, it's right around here. There it is. Got it. Nintendo Switch shirt expansion pass bonus. A shirt that has the Nintendo Switch logo on it. It's a rather rare find, so wear it with pride. There we go. Perfect. So I'll just keep heading towards the goal now. It's this way, I think. I've got the little mini map there to help me along the way, and I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid these guardians forever. Oh, Summerwing Butterfly, I could use you. If you let me catch you. Gotcha. And this, it looks like a cookie with monster parts and elixir to make you feel warm and fuzzy. I think that's what do you call it? It's a temperature thing. It makes you warmer so that you can resist cold climates. It's like a cold resistance sort of thing. Gotcha. Okay. So I've done a pretty good job of avoiding these guardians so far. I'm actually quite happy about that. Usually it's not so easy. Usually I wake one of them up. And this is our goal. Right over there. I might be able to sneak up on one of these guys here. One of them at least, and the other one I'll have to face. But which one to go for, I wonder? I'll go for that one if I don't slide down the hill and alert them to my presence. Oh. I might as well use up this Boko Bat. Boko Bow. Basic bokoblin bow made of wood. It's made by taking a tree branch and just tying a string to either end. So don't expect much of combat effectiveness. Okay. I guess it's better than nothing, but we didn't have a bow to begin with, so having a bow is really nice. Ooh, arrows. I could use some arrows. More arrows over here. And that guy, I need to take him out. I imagine what the game is teaching us here is to be stealthy, because this guy can be a bit of a problem if you're not prepared for him. Let's see here. It should like that. Oh, I'm not getting headshot. There we go. I guess it's been a while since I've played this game. It'll take a bit to get my to get used to the controls again. Okay, so I've got a shield and a sword. Let's see here. I could let go of this because it's almost broken. Keep my bucko bat out, I mean. Scared away the butterfly. Okay, so without any further ado, I could actually do this thing here. Place the Sheikah slate in the pedestal. Okay, awesome. So we've got ourselves a map of the Great Plateau. This is pretty useful. And it teaches the mechanic of climbing towers to get the map parts so that you have a general idea of where you are and where you might be going and how to get there.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Okay, now just to get down from here. I'm not particularly too fond of heights in real life. And in games, it's not quite an exception either. Oh, but I actually wanted to talk about the map a little bit. So I actually remember reading that on the Wii U version, they actually cut out a lot of the map features, which was supposed to be on the gamepad for... People speculate for many reasons, but one of them being that it was cumbersome to look at the Wii U gamepad and look up from the Wii up and down from the Wii U gamepad to the TV and stuff like that. And I heard that another reason for that is also because that they wanted the Switch version to be identical to the Wii U version. It would have been kind of fun to see what the Wii U version would have been if it were standalone just for Wii U, assuming that the Wii U was remotely as successful as the Switch, which definitely wasn't. Anyways, that was a mouthful, but my, it would seem that we have quite an enigma here. This tower and others like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long, dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. And if you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur when you were up atop the tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No. I see. Well, that is quite unfortunate. I assume you have caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength. For the moment, it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to Hyrule Castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on the isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. A paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, let me show you something. You see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for a paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Okay, so... yeah, I think this is actually a good stopping point for this video. So I shall see you guys in the next one. I've been Light Dijon playing Breath of the Wild. Bye!